Hello and welcome back to the Luz Gonzalez Show, where we talk peak performance and we do so not taking ourselves so seriously. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about the Peak Performance Mastermind, which is now open for applications. And what does peak performance coaching even mean, right? What does that mean? Who is it for? So, if you are curious, want to learn more, I will catch you on the other side. Welcome! Alright, so you might have been seeing, me posting and sharing about the mastermind and peak performance, and you might have some questions. So I have heard some of these questions from people, and I figured it would probably be a good idea for me to explain a little bit more about what it is that I actually do, what's a mastermind, and what does our mastermind do, and other ways that we can work together. So let's start with peak performance. So when people ask me, and it's kind of funny, when people ask me like, so what do you do? I'm like, so I do a couple of things. I run this financial technology company, and also I do peak performance coaching. And they're like, oh, is that like life coaching? And I go, no, I'm not a life coach. No, not a life coach. I am a peak performance coach, which means, yes, I speak to multiple aspects of people's life, but what I do is I make sure that the people that I'm working with are peak performing in all of those aspects. And anyone that I work with, I make sure that they are kicking ass in all of those aspects. So if you want to work with me, most of the people that I work with they are business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are hustling, wildly ambitious, working their ass off, and they have been expecting the best and holding themselves to a high standard their entire life. And they're looking for a coach who will hold them to the highest standards. And so the reason that I became a peak performance coach is for a really long time, for about a couple of years. I was looking for a coach. I was looking for somebody that would hold me to the standards that I have for myself. Someone who would meet me at the level of energy that I bring to all that I do. And I could not find that person. And I was just like, oh, why can't I just have someone who's a little bit fucking scary, but also really loving and sweet and really, really caring about you, right? Again, throughout my entire life, I've had coaching, and the coaches that I had were the sort of coaches that pushed you physically to your limits. But there's something magical about when you have a coach that will not take no for an answer, who's like, I know you have more in you. I know you can do this. Yes, I know that it's scary, but I need you to show up for yourself. And so given that I had that, given my background being an athlete, I was looking for that as an adult, as a professional, someone to do the same and be like, I need you to fucking step up. I need you to go harder. I know that you are not reaching your full potential, and I need you to show up for yourself. Right now, you are just wasting away your potential, and I know you have more, and you know you have more to give. And for the longest time, I was just like, I have more. I'm feeling a little bit I need to step up, and to step up based on just understanding the brain, you need to have systems. You need to have ways that you are setting yourself up to succeed. And so, I was looking for a coach, and at some point I was like, look, I've had so many conversations with people that after I talk to them, they go, holy moly, I am inspired. I'm gonna go run 1,000 miles now. Maybe not 1,000 miles, but often this happened. And I was like, something about this. So here we are. When it comes to peak performance, when it comes to hustling and working harder than anybody else, I walk the talk. And therefore, this is why I'm creating this entire environment to support people around peak performance. And I call it peak performance, like in terms of your life. I don't want you to only focus on your career. Yes, I want you to kick ass. I want you to find something that you are so fired up about that you decide to become the best in the world. That's the sort of person that I want to work with. And I'm gonna push you to keep doing what you need to be doing to be the best in the world in that thing that you know is your calling. At the same time, I'm gonna need you to be healthy. That means we're gonna be talking about what you eat, you exercising. I'm gonna make sure you're going to the gym. I need you to be healthy, because to go far and to go fast, I need you to stay healthy. And this is something that I go through in my own peak performance journey, right? Like I had to learn the hard way, like just having a terrible situation, and I think I've talked about this. Like it was really bad. I was on the Bay Bridge coming from San Francisco to Berkeley. My entire left arm went numb, my left leg went numb. I was like, holy shit. It turns out that was an anxiety attack, and I was just like, oh, I need to get things, you know, I need to get things under control. Otherwise, this is just like not working. So I understand to be a peak performer, the first thing you're gonna hear from me is I need you to take care of yourself. We're gonna talk about meditation. We're gonna talk about your eating habits. We're gonna talk about you exercising. Yes, I need you to exercise. You are going to be expected, if you're working with me, to be, you know, top fitness form, because I understand what that does for the rest of your life. If you have vitality, if you have energy, that means you're gonna be showing up to your team, you're gonna be showing up to your company, you're gonna be showing up to your wife, you're gonna be showing up to your husband, to your kids, to all of the other things that you have on your agenda with more energy, with more joy, with more love, with more presence, with more like of what you want to bring. And so I need you to be taken care of in your health. I need you to be taken care of in your finances. If you work with me, you're gonna hear me talking about money all the time. We are gonna work on putting together a plan for you to reach financial security, for you to reach financial vitality, for you to reach financial independence, for you to reach financial freedom, and for you to reach absolute financial freedom. And there's gonna be different courses that you're gonna be able to take that I'm putting together. There's gonna be different group experiences. Right now, the ways that you're able to work with me are through the Mastermind, which Mastermind has been fucking amazing. I will talk more about the Mastermind. And you can work with me on a one-on-one basis. And so the people that I'm mostly working on a one-on-one basis, they are really busy professionals. Most like they're running companies. They don't necessarily have the time for the Mastermind, although I think the group aspect of it is really powerful. But so, you know, if you're trying to wonder who, like, should I work with you one-on-one? Should I do the Mastermind? Da, da, da. Also, it's not cheap to work with me. And that's for multiple reasons. And one of them is you need to step up. If you are working with me, you are committing to yourself. I'm fucking serious about stepping up in my life, about feeling more joy, more gratitude, and also executing on some scary goals that I have for myself of like exploring your potential and what that means to you. And so if you're working with me one-on-one, you're likely a very busy professional, and we are gonna dive deep, we're gonna dive in, we're gonna create a tailored, you know, support and accountability system just for you, based on what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you in the past, based on neuroscience, based on behavioral economics, just the science of behavior. We're gonna be creating something that's tailored for you, and we're gonna be creating tracking systems. I love spreadsheets. In a meeting that I went to, I was called Spreadsheet Girl. Yes, I like that. I was like, yes, thank you. I am Spreadsheet Girl. So we're gonna be creating some spreadsheets. We're gonna be creating systems. We're gonna be making sure that you're showing up for yourself, that you're showing up for your goals, that you're showing up for your potential, that you're showing up for your life, and that you're doing it in such a way that you're taking care of all aspects of your life. I'm gonna make sure that you're making time for self-care and for self-love. Absolutely, absolutely critical. You're gonna hear me talking about this over and over. I need you to take care of yourself, because again, we are working hard together. I'm gonna be pushing you, you're gonna be going fast, you're gonna be going hard, and to do that sustainably, I need you to take care of yourself. And again, that's where the vitality, taking care of your body, taking care of your energy, taking care of how you eat, hydration, but also your mental health, right? Like, are you meditating? Are you visualizing? What sort of, morning routines, evening routines, all of these things we're going to be setting up for you. It will mean making sure that I believe that most of us, we're social animals, right? So I'm going to be looking at your relationships. I want you to be thriving in all aspects of your life. So I'm going to be looking at your relationships, with your friends, with your partner, with your kids. And yes, you might be running a company. Yes, you are doing your job that requires, but I need you to, in 10 years, to not be at a point in your life where you work so hard that you totally disregarded everyone that matters in your life and now you're alone. You have the corner office, you have the car, you have the house, but you're lonely. And you don't have people in your life because you disregarded the people that most matter and the things that most matter. It's not about the money. It's not about the trophy at the end of the thing and getting the job. It's about the feelings, right? We're doing things because of how it's going to make us feel. We're doing things because of the sense of freedom, the sense of security, sense of fun, the sense of joy. And most of that it's amplified when we're able to share it with other people. And so I need you to have beautiful, supportive, loving relationships with the people around you. I'm going to be looking at your peer group, or we're going to be talking about that. If you have a partner, we're going to be talking about some of the best practices in relationship, loving partnership and loving relationship, to make sure that you're showing up to your relationships in a way that, again, you are thriving in your life. You're not just killing it in your career and in your business. No, I need you to kick ass in your entire life. So we're going to be focused on that. We're going to be focused on celebration and starting to wire your brain so you look for the positive, so you make sure that you celebrate. We're going to, look at your spirituality practice. I'm figuring out what my spirituality practice, but I have a spirituality practice. And then by spirituality, it's just what do you do that allows you to connect with something bigger than yourself? It could be something as simple as that. And so whether it's going to be meditation for you, whether it's going to be going to church, whether it's going to be just gratitude, right? There's such spirituality in just acknowledging the beauty of the moment, the beauty of the trees and everything that's around you. So making space and making routines for gratitude, for beauty, for joy, for celebration. And then if you work with me, contribution has to be a piece of what you're doing in the world. Impact. You need to care about making the world a better place. At the end of the day, everything I do is because I believe that a few people, if they focus their energy towards the right causes, towards the right projects, we literally can make a huge dent in the universe. We can change the world. And that's what's driven everything I've ever done in my career, ever done in my life. And I want to work with people who are committed to contributing, and it doesn't have to be this huge thing, right? You don't have to want to change the world for 5 billion people. It can be you want to improve your family. You want to leave a legacy where your family is taken care of, and that's your way of contributing. It can be in your city, in your town. It can be through, maybe it's the forest. You just want to make sure that when you pass away, our kids have parks that they can play in, and that they have beautiful nature that they can go into, that we are taking care of our oceans. But I need you to care about something. I need you to think bigger than yourself, and to want to dedicate yourself to giving, to being, understanding that it's not about just you. It's not about just the one person as you're going through the world. It's about we're all, as cheesy as it sounds, we're all connected. The gift and being able to give back and to contribute. And I don't know about you guys, but I have been given so much. And in my journey, I have learned the kindness of strangers, and I have learned that people focusing their wealth and their impact and their career towards things that actually matter, that are gonna move us as humanity forward, it works. It like makes changes. And even if you just want to change the life of one person for the better, then we can work together. So that's the sort of, that's what I bring to this relationship. And when it comes to the mastermind is a group of 7. So the mastermind concept comes from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. If you have not read the book, read the book and read it often. There's just so many good things. Anyway, he talks about masterminding, right? And the power of masterminding. So basically, it's a group of people that come together and they have a common cause or a common thing that they're after. With us, it's peak performance. You find 2 to 3 really fucking hard goals that when you choose them at the beginning of the mastermind, your stomach does that, you know, that flip where you're like, oh shit, like that's what I'm committing to? Holy moly. Everyone that I'm working with, they found goals that were just like, oh dear. Oh wow, how are we gonna do that? But that is going outside of your comfort zone, and that's how you grow. And from where I stand, growing is one of the most spiritual things, like one of the most amazing things that you can do. Understanding your potential and you know, continuing to stretch yourself. And so part of this mastermind, it's a group of, you know, max 7, which, you know, makes it really intimate. Everyone gets to share every single time that we meet. We do daily texting, which has been like epic. I will have my people, the people in the mastermind, that they have said, this has been, you know, incredible. Like before the mastermind, I felt like I was going through life with a blindfold on. I just get messages all the time being like, Luz, thank you so much for this mastermind. Like, I can't imagine not having had the master, like it's been such a game changer. And so there's just like daily, I am making sure that you're showing up for yourself and for your life on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. We're setting up weekly goals, we're setting up daily goals, and you're checking in with me in the morning and at night. And if you're fucking serious about getting to the next stage in your life, yes, I'm gonna be expecting you to show up for yourself. You're not showing up for me, you're showing up for yourself. So there's daily, there's weekly accountability, and then there's your big goals that you've set for yourself. And I'm right there with you. I have also set really big fucking goals, and I'm checking in, I'm doing the work. I will never ask you to do something that I'm not doing myself. I will be working right there by your side. I will be showing up, I will be stretching, I will be reading, I will be learning, I will be doing all of the things. I will be engaging in self-care. I will be celebrating your wins and my wins, right? Like, and the power, if you think of Olympic teams, the power of a group of people moving together, building momentum, who are all executing at this highest level, expecting from themselves more than they expect from anybody else. The momentum that creates is insane. And that's what we've created with the Peak Performance Mastermind. And again, you have to apply for any of the work, well, the YouTube videos. This is all free, you can access it whenever you want. But to be part of the mastermind or to work with me, there's an entire application process. We have to see if it's a good fit, because again, I am working with people who are serious, who are ready to step up, who have fucking high expectations. A girl that I talked to, she was like, I love what you're about. Like, I'm building $1 billion company. She said, actually, I think it's $2 billion company. She's already made her first few millions. She's running this badass startup. She's one of the only women in her space doing what she's doing. And she was like, I never meet people like you who hold me to the standard that I want to hold myself to, which is, again, what I had found. Like, I'm holding myself, I'm playing life at this level, and I wanted a coach who was gonna bring that sort of energy. And so she was like, we need to work together. So I'm just saying, if you are ready to step the fuck up, if you are excited, if you have some big ass goals and you're like, oh shit, how am I gonna do that? And if you're looking for support, look at the mastermind or look to work with me. We would have to do the application, see if it's the right fit. I need to make sure that you're gonna be showing up. I'm gonna be asking you, what's the hardest thing you've ever done? Why are you committed? Why is now the right time? And so if it's a good fit, get ready to change your fucking life and to just be fired up. What I consistently hear from the people that I'm working with is they're just like, hi, like I reconnected with myself, like I'm feeling the fire, I'm like feeling unfucking-stoppable. You are all gonna get your, your fire names, your power names. And you can see I get fired up just talking about this. So I'm gonna close this up. Join, apply to see if you can join, and the spots for the mastermind will fill up, and prices are going to continue to increase. And so get in while you can. There's gonna be more stuff coming your way. I'm building an abundance course. So I love talking about money, right? Like I have read all the books, taken the courses. There's two things. I'll do another video on this, on just your relationship with money. But anyway, I'm coming up with an abundance course that's going to be available for you. There's different packages that you can sign up for, outside of one-on-one coaching. There's different ways that we can work together. So you can go to luzcgonzalez.com. All of that information is going to be here to learn more about how we can work together. And, especially if you just want, you're just, feeling it out, exploring the waters, make sure that you join my Soul on Fire Peak Performance Tribe community on Facebook. So I have a group. So if you go to my page, my public page, Lucy Gonzalez, you will find the events and the groups that I've put together. So that's one way to start dipping your foot in the water and continue to get basically daily motivation and daily inspiration from me. There's here on YouTube, or I guess we're on multiple platforms, people. You can be inspired and just receive the best training in terms of peak performance training. So make sure to subscribe. Where else? I'm on Instagram. I'm on all of it. And also go to my website so you can sign up for my newsletter. There's gonna be more information coming from the newsletter, and the ways that you can work with me are only gonna increase and become more exciting. And I'm a systems builder, so we're building systems. We're making it just gonna be as easy as possible. So, there we go. That is more information about the mastermind, who's part of the mastermind, what I do, what does peak performance living look like, what does that mean? And my hope for you is that you step up, that you explore. I know so many people, right? They went to Stanford and MIT and blah 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 blah, or they were executives, or they are executives, and at some point you plateau and you're not growing. And I have heard from people in my life being like, I don't feel inspired. And if you're not feeling inspired, it's because your goal is not fucking big enough. And if you're not feeling inspired, it's because you're not stepping up, you're not growing, you're not stepping outside of that comfort zone. So even if it's not with me, find yourself a coach, find yourself a program, find yourself a bigger goal. My desire for you is for you to be able to wake up every morning feeling like, yes, I'm on fire. Yes, God damn, I get to live this life. And so however you do that, just get back to that self, where you're I'm waking up early because I'm so excited for my day. And it's just a whole different way of living and of waking up every day and finding meaning and connection, and you're just executing on a higher level in all areas of your life. I'm not just saying focus on just the money, focus on just your career. I'm saying kick ass in all of it. I want you to be the best damn partner. I want you to be the best mom and dad. I want you to be the best boss. I want you to be super on top of your finances. I want you to be super on top of your fitness and health and vitality. Bring so much energy to your day. I want you to be, in touch with your spirituality, whatever that means to you. I want you to be feeling joy and celebration and incorporating that into your life. So That's what I want for you. So make sure to subscribe, join all the things on all the social things, which will be down here, and I will catch you next week.